Get ready with me while I tell you about how an Ancestry DNA kit is putting my grandma in prison. An Ancestry DNA kit put this woman's grandmother in prison after 25 years. I will tag Jenna in the description. Go listen to her video. She wants people to talk about this story, so let's discuss it because it is pretty interesting. So Baby Garnett has been a cold case for 25 years now. Now, obviously back in 1997, DNA was not as prevalent as it is today, and there was not as many resources, so there was not as many ways to find DNA and test it as there are now. And you may be wondering why they called it Baby Girl Garnett. That is because they found the baby at Garnett Lake Campground after the mother drove over 20 miles to the campground to flush the baby down a toilet after the baby passed away from asphyxiation. Now, where this girl comes in at is she did an Ancestry DNA kit, and they had run tests again on some cold cases. They called her and said, hey, your DNA is connected to a cold case of ours. Can we use it in solving this case? And she said yes. Well, then they needed her mother's DNA as well so that they could figure out what was going on. Long story short, they linked the DNA from Jenna to Jenna's grandmother that she doesn't know, hasn't talked to. She doesn't really know this woman, but they linked it to her grandmother, and this was the mother of Baby Garnett that ultimately is being accused and charged with just of open man unaliving and concealing the unaliving of an individual. And that woman probably would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for Jenna and her Ancestry DNA kit.